Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Orozco Body and Mind podcast. I'm your host, Chris Orozco, and I can't believe we are already in March. I mean, it feels like yesterday we were just in New Year's, and now March is starting. So it's kind of crazy how fast time moves. It just shows how fast life goes. And we have to take advantage of every single opportunity we have to keep working on ourselves and keep transforming so we can find our purpose, our calling, and we can live a beautiful life. Anyways, I hope you had a great week. I hope you were able to stay disciplined. You're able to have goals. You were able to stay consistent, keep working on yourselves. I hope you were able to build any new skills, and hopefully you're building towards a wonderful and great life. Today, I wanted to talk to you about, how there is a process in life. A lot of us, including myself, I've been so impatient because I want the success. I want to do great things. I want to build a good life. But we don't realize that the universe, whatever you believe in, God, the universe, the creator, whoever, has already an order to our life, has already a system uh, that is placed. So we have to continue to be patient, but also stay hungry and put ourselves in a better situation by doing the work every single day. If you're somebody who hasn't found their purpose yet, if you're somebody who's searching in your life for meaning, the quickest thing I could say to you is you have to start with your purpose. I mean, you have to start working on yourself daily, every single day, creating better habits, going to learn new things, keep, staying disciplined, getting rid of certain habits in our life. I believe when I started doing that, when I started changing my habits, when I started changing and doing good things in the world, I eventually was able to find what I was meant to do. And it took me my whole 20s. I didn't know what I wanted to do with myself. I was so distracted in just everyday life. I mean, I was doing the wrong habits. I was hanging out with the wrong crowds. I was doing habits that were really hurting my body, hurting my mind. And I had no purpose. I was searching for it. But it wasn't until I started working on myself. It wasn't until I started changing certain things about my life, till I started searching and learning more things and going out into the world, that I was able to find what I believe what I'm meant to do. So it takes time. So we have to be patient and understand that it's a process. Some of us find our purpose when we're young, right? Early on in life. Others find it when we're in 30s, 40s, and some people find it later in life. Like, I know for certain athletes, right? They knew what they wanted to do early on. They knew they wanted to play sport. They worked towards it every single day. They put in the 10,000 hours, and that's one of their purposes in their life. But for some of us, it takes until their 30s and 40s, and that's totally okay. And, for some people, it's like later on in life. I know there's been a bunch of, and I'm not saying, money makes you successful, but there's been a bunch of people who have had success with money, and they found it later on in life in their 50s and 60s, and these are billionaires. So you have to be patient with yourself. Just because you haven't found something in your life that you want to work towards, that you want to build every single day in your 20s and 30s, doesn't mean you're not going to find it later on in life. And I believe that's how the universe works. Some people find it earlier, some people find it later, but we have to continue to work on ourselves, because once we are sober, once we clear our minds, once we have positive thoughts, once our bodies are healthy, um, this is, I believe, when life starts rewarding us for the work that we have put in, the hours we have put in, and it'll reward us with the things and people we need. It's important to just keep running our own race. Another thing that I wanted to say is, um, you know, for me, for example, when I was in my 20s, and I felt like I had no purpose, like I had no calling, I was looking into other people's lives. I was gossiping. All that energy that we use towards the wrong things, towards the wrong distractions, we need to focus and use it for our purpose. Instead of looking at other people's lives, instead of looking at what other people are doing, we have to lock in into our vision, into our life, and focus on that. Let's not look into other people's lives, because at the end of the day, everybody should be focusing on their life, and you wouldn't want other people looking in your life. So we have to lock into our vision, our life, and stay focused. So it's important to keep doing the work, like I said, building the right habits, staying consistent, working out, and doing some type of fitness for our health, eating healthy. I mean, it's a never ending process. There's always work to do. There's always work to that we'll continue to do. It doesn't stop. From the day we're born until the day we die, we should always look to transform ourselves. There's always something to learn. There's always healthier habits to have. There's always just room for growth. So don't forget how we have to continue to build that mindset. We have to continue to stay locked into our goals, our vision, our life. And, eventually, I believe the creator, the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, will send us the right people, will send us the right situations, and will bless us with what we're meant to have. And there's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, there's going to be days where you don't feel like doing the work. And that's okay, as long as the next day you wake up and now you stay locked in to the vision. I can tell you from my own experience, I've been working really, really hard every single day to just stay locked in and not distracted into the things that don't matter, not distracted into the things that aren't going to help my future, aren't going to help me now. I try to surround myself with people who motivate me, who inspire me to be better. I watch things that are going to help my growth. I watch things that are going to help me build towards my future. I want to learn more. I want to read more. So once we build these habits, you're going to want more. You're going to want to learn more. You're going to want to become wiser. And I can tell you from experience, I wasn't always like this. I told you guys in my 20s, I was a mess. I was drinking every weekend. And when I'm talking about drinking, like I would really drink just in my own apartment. I would drink a whole bottle to myself, and I would just put on sports, and I didn't realize how harmful that can be for our brain. And I would mix that with smoking. And I thought that was like, I thought, and I was having a good, or I thought I was having a good time, but I wasn't fulfilled inside. I wasn't happy inside. That's why I've been able to make some changes. If you feel like what you're doing, what the habits you're doing now, if your soul, and you'll know, if you feel like if your soul doesn't enjoy these things, then that's your true self telling you that you need to start making changes. That's your soul speaking to you. If you really, really feel like I would feel when I went to drink or I was smoking, the next day I would feel like, what am I doing with myself? Why am I wasting so much time with the things that aren't helping me grow? So I really felt my soul speaking to me. So if you're somebody who's doing these habits and your soul is talking to you, listen to that inner calling, listen to that voice, excuse me, because you're gonna find your purpose very soon, as long as you know you have a bigger purpose. So I just want to continue to inspire you. I want to continue to motivate you. Life is not easy. It's not easy for any of us, and whatever success or life calls success, whether you believe it's material, whether you believe it's money, I believe real success is from controlling your life and having that discipline, having that tunnel vision, working on yourself every single day, staying locked in to your habits. There's a lot of people who are have money. There's a lot of people who have materialistic things, but are they disciplined? Do they have a healthy body? Do they have a healthy mind? Are they locked in? Are they good? Are they good with their family? So we have to have a well-rounded life. It's not just about the house, the car, how much money you got, the job. Life is so much bigger than that. It's about, are you a good parent? Are you a good family man? Are you good to your wife or husband? Are you good to your kids? Are you disciplined? Are you motivated? How do you wake up every single day? Are you scared of things? So there's more. There's bigger than just the money aspect of things. So yeah, guys, um, continue to do the work. Continue to put in the hours every single day. Remember to It takes time to be great. It doesn't just happen overnight. It's a process, right? Just like how a kid is born and he has to go to kindergarten, first grade, second grade, all the way to high school. Same thing with us, right? There's a process and an order to things. We're not just going to get to where we want to be because we desire it. We have to put in the work. We have to be patient every single day. And just like how you plant a seed, right? It doesn't just grow overnight. Um, it takes time. You have to water it. You have to, there's sunlight that has to happen. So there's a whole order to things in life. And the other thing was, to continue to be great. Continue to be great. If you're somebody who's been putting in the work, if you're somebody who's been putting in the hours, and you've been seeing success, whether that's with materialistic thing or your inner world, you have to continue to put in the work. There's a lot of people out there who are doing great things, and I aspire to live a lifestyle like they live, because not only are they just doing great things in the world, but they also have wonderful values. They have the right qualities, and those people are just people that I want to continue to meet, that I want to continue to know. And if you're one of those people, congratulations. Keep putting in the work, keep putting in the hours. So, yeah, guys, I just wanted to give you some inspiration. I wanted to give you some motivation. Now we are in March. I mean, 2 months already have passed in 2026. We still have 10 months left um, to be great. We still have 10 months left to be the best version of ourselves. So 2026 could be the best and most wonderful year of our lives. And keep up the good work. keep putting in the work, and good things are coming. So I'll be back next week with another episode. I hope you guys have a great week ahead. I hope I've been able to give you some inspiration, and I look forward to continue this journey with you guys so we can grow together and we can become who we're meant to become. Have a wonderful day.